She walks into the room thinking she's the smartest person in it. Spoiler alert, she is not. The interrogation flips the script on suspects who think they can run the show. Let's get into it.
Well, no, not necessarily.
This is a really ugly interview.
I know. You want me to get you a cup of water, or is that good?
No, this
you want a
is
refill? All right, let me grab something. I'll be right back, okay?
It's cold in here.
You got a jacket or anything? Let me see if we got a blanket.
Okay.
Right back.
Thank you. Don't leave me in here forever.
I won't. This whole thing, but because we're talking to you in here, I'm just gonna read you your rights, okay? And
I'm trying to help them as much as I can, but I don't really know much.
So y'all are over there. You're babysitting this 5-year-old. At 3 o'clock, you said the mom comes home.
No. She got off work at 3, and she got there a little after 5.
A little after 5.
And then we went walking around it was definitely before 6, but we didn't make it very far, and the mom ended up giving us a ride back to my house, which is where all that happened. When I don't remember what time I hit Colton up, but I messaged Colton and I was like, hey, what's your number? And he sent me his number, and then I texted him and he was like, who is this? And I was like, LOL, do you send everybody your number?
Right.
At this time of night? You just send it to me. And he was like, just kidding, just making sure it's you. What are you doing? Where are you at? What do you want to do? I was like, I'm trying to hang out. What are you trying to do? He's like, are you home? I was like, yeah. He's like, is it your house? I was like, yeah, I have a roommate, but he's not here. Y'all are more than welcome to come. Who are you with? He never told me who he was with. He asked who I was with multiple times, and I told him. And then never put the address in his GPS. I guess he drove by my house. I was standing out outside the porch. He drove by my house a few times, stopped, backed up, did some weird stuff. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm outside. I waited for 10, 15 minutes and I called him back. And then I was like, where are you at? He's like, on your road. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go change. And he's like, okay. And then he pulled up into my driveway. I walked out and I was on the phone with him. I walked out the door. I kicked the door open because you have to kick it to open it. I was on the phone with him and he's like, I'm here. I was like, I know, I see you. And then he got out of his truck. He walked around the back. He started walking up to the porch. And only one person came from this way. And it looked like they started rumbling and fighting. No guns, no nothing. But I freaked out. I ran inside. I did not shut the door. I told Celeste to go back to the back bedroom. I don't know what the fuck's happening. She started screaming and crying, and she was scared because as soon as I said that, boom, a bullet went. And I was like, I dropped to the floor, and I slid across, and I don't know if it came out of the kitchen or if it came out of the living room, but apparently there was a bullet that came through the mirror. So if there was...
At your house?
Yeah, I don't know if there was... I don't know how many gunshots there were because it happened so fast. Celeste said she heard 2 or 3, but I don't know how many I heard.
Okay.
He walked around the back part of the truck, and as soon as he went to walk up on the stairs, someone came from this way. And then I know that I saw more than 6 people in my yard. I know for a fact. Maybe I was just freaking out and seeing shit.
Okay. So he's just walking up. He gets to that bottom step, and when you mean somebody attacks him, help me understand. Are they tackling him? Are they? I mean, what?
It wasn't like somebody was robbing somebody. Nobody went up with no guns. I never saw a gun, not one gun. I only heard gunshots. It looked like somebody was mad at him, they knew him. I couldn't see Colton's face or that person's face, but the way it happened, it looked like that was somebody meant to do that.
Most likely, when people take a chance of robbing somebody, especially.
But why my house? I don't even really.
I don't know. That we'll get to the bottom of it. We're gonna find out. But someone decided to specifically rob them at that point for some reason.
That's what I'm saying.
And that would lead me to believe maybe he was bringing over some marijuana or something. And some idiots were like, you know what? Let's get this.
I don't know. I don't think it was robbing. Colton didn't even say, hey, I have a gun in the truck. Nothing. He didn't.
Okay. Is there anybody that you live around that might do something like this? Somebody on your road?
I don't really talk to my neighbors.
But I'm just saying anybody you can think of. Because this stuff doesn't happen in Clay. You know what I'm saying? This is like some Jacksonville crap. Where people get shot up. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen every night out here. This is definitely different.
The neighbors across the street are church-going people. The ones to the right of us are goody two-shoe. His Nana's a crazy bitch.
What have you been told by police? Because you keep saying robbing and all that. Were they robbed?
He said somebody was robbed and killed.
Who did?
That person or whatever. That guy. When Celeste got back in the car, she said that the officer said that somebody had been killed. And the whole way here, we were trying to ask that officer, was it a robbery? Did somebody die? Why were they there? and he was just nonchalantly like answering half of the questions, like he wasn't giving us anything.
Okay.
So I'm kind of just like trying to put it together.
Now he may not know, to be honest with you.
Well, I understand that he may not know, and I was trying to push questions out of him that he may not have known because I'm trying to make sense of it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But why else would somebody come to my house and do this?
That's what we're
Why
trying to figure
else?
out.
Like, why the would somebody come with a gun to my house? Like, I don't even. It's cold. I'm gonna go home.
Listen to me. I was just talking to one of my supervisors over there trying to get some answers, okay? This is now a homicide investigation.
Who's that?
I don't know yet.
You know, please.
No, I
tell
really
me.
don't. I really don't. I don't know the name of who's dead yet. But look at me, Alexandra. Look, do you go by Allie?
Yes.
Allie, I need you to take. You need to take this very seriously. I'm not saying anything, but someone was murdered in your front yard.
Don't say that. I just don't want this to come back on me because he's my friend and this is my house.
Well, think
What
about.
if y'all don't catch these guys? Then what?
Well, I don't even want to think about that.
But then what? This falls back on me. He came to my house. What if he's not alive?
I mean, it's a very serious situation. You're right. It is your house.
This isn't like
Crap.
stealing pizzas from a dollar store. This is somebody's life. That's,
Not randomly there.
what do you mean in
The
my
people that-
situation?
This situation, the whole situation, all we're trying to find out is why those people are there and who they are. Okay? And our best shot is for you to tell us. Because they did not pick that address randomly and happen to be there.
I understand that.
So either you facilitated something or your friend did, but the bottom line is it didn't happen without your knowledge. So this is
That would just happen in my yard with those people?
I don't think that you intended for what happened to happen. I'm saying those people that came there, you have some knowledge about who they are.
I don't. I swear to God, I don't. I would tell you if I don't. Or if I did.
Well, I mean, I think you'd be afraid at first because everybody would be, and nobody sits down and immediately tells us.
No, afraid was hearing gunshots go through my doors and my windows.
Mm-hmm.
That was afraid.
Okay, but now we're at this situation where we need to find out who they were, and the only people that's going to be able to tell us is probably going to be you
Me?
or your friend. I don't know the girl's name yet. Celeste.
This is what I didn't want to happen. I'm being completely honest, and I told you this shit was gonna happen.
We're trying to figure it out though, and think about it logically.
It could be anybody. You know how people are like the shit that goes on at the house?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm going to let him talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we're just trying to figure out who the people are.
What are the chances that just people you have no idea who they are decided to sit on your house and by chance wait for this truck to pull up to rob them? That doesn't happen.
No.
It doesn't happen, and you know it. You've already said that. So here's what you got to decide.
I'm aware that the house was a dangerous place to be. I'm aware that there were people threatening. But did I think anybody was gonna do anything? No.
Okay. Well, who was threatening then?
Nobody does.
Allie, look at me. Allie, here's the deal. We're at a point now where you're protecting somebody who killed someone.
No, I'm not. I don't know who pulled the trigger.
You're
I don't
holding
know
back.
those people.
You just held back on me.
No.
You just held back on me. I don't know why you're protecting a murderer.
I'm not. Now I'm being defensive because I feel like now everybody's blaming this on me. And I literally was just trying to hang out with the
Okay, but hear me out. Regardless of what your intentions were, a bad thing happened that you set up, hey, come over here. This is my address. Come hang out or we'll leave from here.
If that was gonna happen, why the hell would I give them my direct address? Why? Why wouldn't I give them the address next door? I'm smarter than that. If I was gonna set that up, it wouldn't have happened like that. Dead or not dead, it wouldn't have happened like that. And I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have let anybody do anything in my yard like that ever. Why would I do that? I would be sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I tell
agree with you. I agree with you. The problem is something you just told me, is that you knew it was a dangerous place. There were threats made, but you didn't think anything would happen like that.
No, I didn't.
You just told me.
But I don't think that this has anything to do with that. I don't know what this has to do with. I don't know anything anymore.
All right, Savannah, she's a
Am I
white
gonna be
female.
arrested for this?
I don't see any reason. Have you done anything wrong?
No, but I feel like everybody's making me feel like I have because he's dead.
You know what that is, though? That's guilt. That's nothing we're doing. That's nothing we're doing. Understand we're frustrated because people aren't telling us the truth.
I know that this is serious. I'm aware that this is serious. I run in with you guys all the time over petty stuff. Over petty stuff, this is not petty. And do I freak out? Yes, I freak out all the time because I panic. But it does not mean I'm lying. At all, whatsoever. There may be parts and things that are mixed up in my head that I can't put the whole truth to, but
It almost makes more sense to me in this whole thing is if he was coming over to give y'all pot or whatever, or to sell y'all pot. I'm not saying, just hear me out. I promise I'm gonna let you talk. It just would make more sense to me that he came over with drugs, either to smoke out, hang out, or whatever, but he came over with drugs. Someone knew about it. Someone had to have known about it. There's more.
No,
there's way more to this.
There was plans to go get drugs, not have drugs. He didn't have drugs when he got there.
Oh, yes, he did. I can tell you 100% he did.
Okay, well,
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't know that he had drugs when he got there. There was plans to go get drugs.
But I'm just saying, when he comes over, what's in y'all's mind? What's y'all's plan? Go get weed, smoke out?
Probably.
Go get coke? What?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, depends on how the night goes. I mean, it doesn't... I don't know.
If there's anything else, if someone was hanging out with you earlier, or if you invited somebody else over and you are not telling me that.
I'm trying to think before you ask that question again.
But if you, I'm just warning, I'm giving you a fair warning. If you are not telling me that and it comes out later, understand you definitely could be charged with accessory to murder. So that's why I say think very, very carefully.
My stomach drops when you say that.
It should.
I don't even feel safe in my own home now. And if I personally set up a robbery and was like, look, this kid's coming, blah, 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 come rob the out of him and kill him, or don't kill him, or hurt him, or whatever you want to do it. Why would I bring them to my house?
Because a robbery is no...
Even if they're robbed, and the way you're making it seem, like, or the way that it's being, like, the way it looks or seems or anything, why would I send somebody I know, somebody that's my friend, or not even like my friend, but associates like with me, like we talk on Facebook, like
right.
Somebody that knows me as a person. Why would I bring him to my house to be robbed? If it was a complete stranger, okay, hell yeah, I'll put the handcuffs on me. Maybe. But why would I do that to...
Then why would Celeste say that you and Jordan set this up?
She didn't say that.
She didn't.
Because I don't know where Jordan is.
But why would I lie to you about it?
I don't know, to get answers to see if I'm lying.
I couldn't even remember the kid's name. That's why I just had to look at the text message.
She said that me and Jordan set this up?
Yeah.
That's really what she said?
Yes, no games. No games, no tricks. And that's what I'm standing here telling you. Allie, you didn't set up a murder, okay? You set up a stupid ass drug rip that went bad. That part that went bad is not on you. If you continue to lie, there's a good chance it's going to stick to you.
Okay, so say that you're not just pulling my freaking...
This is no games, Allie. This is no games. I'm not lying to you. This is serious.
Okay, so...
And you're a good person, and I don't want to see you go down for something stupid.
Okay,
so just tell me the truth.
But either way, even if she said that and it's true, I go to jail. Right?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Did you pull a trigger, Allie?
No, why would I kill somebody?
Exactly. So let's cut this out. You didn't pull a trigger. Okay, you made some mistakes, but let's own up to them. Someone died. This is bigger than just some... You're worried about little petty shit.
I want to go home. I don't want to go to jail.
What do you think your best options are to go home? You think it's to continue to sit here and feed me a bunch of BS, or do you think it's to be like, hey, listen, I'll own up to this little stupid ass thing I set up, but there was no intention for any of this to happen. That's on someone else. You see what I'm saying? It's completely different. Completely different. This is no games. I'm not trying to trick you at all, because what she's saying is sure as hell enough to put you in jail.
But...
If you are involved in setting up a robbery, enough people are going to tell us
that that's illegal.
Yes, it's a conspiracy to commit robbery. It is illegal. However, you know who killed him.
I don't know who killed him.
Okay, but you know who was involved in the robbery, Allie, and you can give me information that will help me lead to someone who has murdered your friend. But right now you are holding back because you're afraid of some stupid charge.
It's not stupid. It's
I know it's not stupid to you. I know.
To jail.
I understand that. But let me tell you something, Allie. The way this is panning out with everybody else talking, if you do not tell me the truth, you're going to go to jail for a long time.
Please don't say that.
Tell me the truth about your
You promise if I tell you the
part.
truth, you're not going to put me in jail? You promise?
I can tell you right now, from talking with you, I don't think you've murdered anybody. I don't think you set up a murder or anything like that. I will not drop a booking sheet on you for murder or anything like that. But I cannot listen to me. You put yourself in a bad situation. I'm not going to make you any promises. It's everything that's going on around us, with everybody talking, Celeste talking, and then we're going to start piecing this all together. It sounds like everybody's starting to give it up. Those are the ones who aren't going to go to jail for a long time. The people who don't tell us the truth and lie and all that, when it comes out, they're going to be the ones that get examples made out of them because they were not cooperative. They show no remorse for human life, and they will not even just talk.
I do care.
But everyone's got a side to a story. If you don't tell your side of the story, then, I mean, that's on you. That's on you, and you're going to get charged. 100%. So make your decision right now on what your life's going to be.
That's all I did, to come over and hang out.
Right, that's your involvement.
And they went over there and they robbed him.
Exactly. Your only involvement is you asked your friend to come over. You didn't tell anybody to go do anything.
No.
You just asked your friend to come over, right? But who went over and robbed him?
I don't know all their names.
Give me something so I can go back and I can tell them that you're being honest with me.
There were 3 black guys.
Okay.
And I don't know any other names. And then 1 white guy.
Tell me how all this came out to be then.
Everybody's just dumb. They're all dumb, and they don't think. Even when I say no, they don't listen. Whether it's robbing somebody or whether it's anything, they don't listen.
Okay.
And because I'm friends with them, I have to go down with them. And because
that's not necessarily true. You could be a witness in this whole thing.
I'm not a witness when I invited Colton over. If I never invited Colton over, they would have never done any of that.
I mean, there is some truth to that, absolutely.
They would have never done any of it.
I'm proud of you for acknowledging that. Who told you to invite him there, Allie? Jordan?
And he wouldn't leave it alone.
Okay. What do you mean he wouldn't leave it alone? He just kept on?
Yes.
When was Jordan over at your house?
He lives there. That's
he lives there? Okay, yeah. He lives there. What was Jordan's plan?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. I swear to God they didn't. The only thing that they said was to bring them over, and I was like, I am, but I think I'm leaving. And Jordan didn't even ask me. He was like, are you leaving with them? I said, yeah, I think I am. I don't think you should do this. He doesn't deserve it. And then I walked outside on the phone with Colin, and Celeste was getting ready. And they just did it, and I said, no, please stop. And they didn't stop.
Allie, what did you see when you walked outside?
They just attacked him.
Who? I mean, I know Jordan, but who attacked?
I swear, I don't know the other people.
Okay. What did Jordan do when they pulled up?
I didn't see him. I didn't see where he came from. I didn't see where any of them came from. They were on the front porch. They didn't even know that Colton went to the gas station. They didn't know nothing. I didn't give Colton the right address on purpose. I gave Colton the wrong address multiple times, and he still kept coming, and they still wouldn't leave it alone.
So you gave him the wrong address?
Multiple times.
Hoping that he wouldn't make it out there because you knew they were going to rob him. And you've got a conscience.
They didn't have anything to rob. I didn't think he had anything on him, and that is the truth. I didn't think they had anything on him.
Why did they think he did? Because he's a drug dealer? I mean, why?
No, Jordan was just...
When you're talking them out of it, what are they saying they're going to do? I mean, just rob him at gunpoint, or are they...
No, I didn't think they had a gun. Jordan doesn't own a gun.
But
they never said anything about a gun, never.
Okay, but Allie, there's a reason why you were giving him the wrong address and why you're trying to prevent this from happening. What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't want them to fail at robbing somebody and then my name look bad. And 2, I didn't want them to rob him anyways.
But they told you they were going to rob him, right? Now, I guess they weren't very specific.
No, they said if he has anything, we're taking it. They didn't say we're going to rob him.
That's a robbery. But in a roundabout way, that's a robbery. They told you, if he has something, we're going to take it.
Sure.
Did they specifically ask you to call Colton, or did you, just because you knew you could get stuff from Colton?
No, I called Colton because I wanted to hang out with Colton.
But they asked you for someone to invite someone over who had drugs, right? Or that.
Yes, and I guess they just assumed that was Colton. You're a police officer and a detective. You're not dumb. What charges am I looking at?
You're looking at accessory to all this.
No. This is why I didn't want you to give me to tell the truth, because this is not.
You were looking at that before, Allie. Before you even told me anything. It's like I told you from the beginning.
Accessory to murder?
Absolutely. You could be. That's an option. But we have something called discretion.
What's that?
That means it means when I pull you over, I can decide whether to write you a ticket or write you a warning. If you've committed a misdemeanor crime, I can write you a ticket or I can take you to jail. Okay? When you're involved in a serious felony investigation and stuff, other than going to jail, we can use your testimony as a witness. There's different things. But I can't make you any promises as far as anything of that goes, because we don't even have, to my knowledge, we don't even have Jordan in custody yet. So tell me what your involvement is. Exactly. What is your involvement in this?
Listen, if I'm promised not to go to jail, I will tell you start to end. But I have to have an attorney or something to help me. I'm only 21. I know nothing about anything y'all are doing. Nothing. Okay. I know I made a dumb mistake, and I know Cole is not alive. I have to live with that for the rest of my life.
Allie, hear me out.
But my life matters right now too.
You're right. We went over your rights, right, at the beginning of this. You know your rights, okay? I can't tell you whether or not you need an attorney or anything like that. If you want an attorney, that is absolutely your right. If you want an attorney,
what does that do?
I'm done talking to you, and then you're going to jail. That'll be done. That'll be it. Here, basically, before we go any further, because you mentioned attorney, I just want to clarify. Do you still wish to speak with me, or would you rather have an attorney present?
I don't know what the best option is at this point.
I can't tell you what the best option is. I don't want to sway you either way. It's up to you. I've told you, and I've been straight from you from the get-go, no games. You are in trouble. With you saying that you want to tell the truth, or you telling me you still want to talk to me?
Yes.
Okay. You do not want an attorney present. You're willing to talk to me. I need verbally.
Yeah. They were going to, because they talk about it all the time, but they never really do anything. They don't ever do it.
You had a feeling they were going to do what?
I had a feeling they were going to rob somebody, some way, something, somehow. Like, I'm just singing like a bird right now.
No, you're not singing. You're not singing like a bird. You know what? You're telling the truth. Just like it sounds like everybody's doing. It sounds like, listen, we're not.
Do you believe me now? Do my stories match now?
It makes a lot more sense. Okay. All right, so let's go back. He's bugging you about and then Jordan tells you he's on Old Jennings. You can find a ride. Y'all make plans.
He's just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and he just wants to rob somebody, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
Does he need money for something? I mean, is there...
No. If he needed money, why can't he go get a job? It's so easy for a guy to get a job. If I was a guy, I would have money. For real. You could go fucking dig holes for $1,000 a week. And make, like, whether you're a felon or not.
Is he an addict, maybe? I mean, does he need to support his addiction, or...?
I don't think so. I just think he does it for fun. What is felony murder?
It's basically a murder charge. It says anytime you enter an agreement to commit a felony, which was the robbery, and someone dies as a result, it's felony murder.
And when am I supposed to go to jail today?
Yeah, he'll go to jail here in a little while. Once we get the booking sheets done and we get everything written up, you'll go to jail from here.
Okay, this jail's scary.
Yeah, it's not a great place to be. You don't line up to go there. It's not the best place to be.
Why did I tell the truth? Are you gonna just sit here? My dad went to jail for murder. I didn't even kill anybody. This is just a bad dream. This is just a bad dream. This is a bad dream. Please, dear Lord. Dear Lord, this is a bad dream. Please. I'm sober. Can I just be taken to jail?
As soon as I can write this stuff, the sooner I get that right,
Am I gonna be put in the room with other murderers?
Probably not many of them in there. Alright.
No. When I go there, how am I supposed? If I can't make a call before I go to jail, how am I supposed to figure anything out when I'm in there?
When you get there, you can make phone calls.
But I don't know people's numbers like that.
You don't know like parents or anybody's phone number off the top of your head?
No.
Is there? I'm not sure where your phone's at because I know it was out at the house,
I
right?
don't have a phone.
Oh, you don't have a phone? So how do you normally get in touch with people?
Facebook, but I know my mom and my grandpa's number, but I don't know if they're. I mean, I know. I don't know their number. I know one person's number to call and get their numbers.
Okay, that'll be the person you need to call.
But I don't have any money on anybody's phone.
You can't call that way anyway. It's all collect from the jail.
Isn't it like 20 seconds?
No, you get 20 minutes usually. It's collect call. They have to pay for it when you call them. They have to accept it.
And I'm not gonna be with a bunch of people in jail who are gonna kill me, am I?
No. They don't put you in any danger. There's always correction officers watching. There's always correction officers watching everything that goes on. So.
Or am I gonna be sitting here until the other people are caught?
No, we're trying to get your booking sheets done. We're actually chasing one of them right now. Zelle's being chased right now through the woods. We already got Jordan and Torrin, so we're waiting on.
They were where I said they'd be.
No, they were somewhere else.
They don't give a. They've been to prison. And obviously they don't care who they're taking down with them.
What makes a young lady like you go along with a plan like this? Was it drugs? Was it...
You know, the sad thing is the only drug that I do is pot. And that pot doesn't make me do something that crazy. And I can't explain why I did what I did. It wasn't, what happened wasn't intentional. It wasn't what I expected it to be. I guess I got involved with people, a lot more people that didn't have a lot to lose and could have cared less. Because I would have never done that. And now I'm taking a charge for something I would have never done, and somebody's dead that doesn't deserve to be dead. And now I'm gonna go to jail for murder. And I really just keep praying that this is a dream.
Can I get you some more water? Yeah, I'll get you a cup of water.
I hate you! There's nothing I can do to fix this.
No, you've done everything right, in my opinion. I mean, you've been cooperating, and that'll show. Okay, they'll look at that for you. Okay.
It's not like a petty theft charge or something. It's murder.
You're correct. You're correct, and but that's gonna go. I mean, I think
There's no way to ever get it off my record. I'm always gonna be a murderer.
there's different things the defense attorney can do, but you'll have to talk with him about that, okay? Because I can't give the appearance that I'm making you promises or make you think I'm offering you anything else, because that's not what I
Nobody
do.
said anything about murder when I first came in here. They said accessory, and now I'm being charged with full-blown murder. And I didn't kill anybody.
You're being charged with felony murder, which means that you entered into a felony and it resulted in somebody's death. So it's not the same as murder, but it is felony
It's
murder.
still a
is what it's
life
called.
charge, right?
It can be, yes, it can be. How old are you?
21.
Okay, you're 21, you've never been arrested, right? You've been cooperating with us, so defense attorney's gonna work with you on this, okay? And they'll talk with you about it.
I can't go to prison.
What's the point of even going to prison? Why can't you just kill? Why can't I just be? What's the? It's literally about to ruin my life.
You made some poor choices for sure. You made some poor choices, but now you got to see what you're gonna do with it now. Okay? You make some good choices now. Figure out.
I have nobody to help me fix this.
No, it's on you. You're 21. You're an adult now. You've been an adult for a while. You made your own choices, and now you got to work through it. There's plenty of people who go to prison and get out and do good things while they're in prison even, and that's what choices you have to make now. Make good choices from here on out. Talk with your defense attorney, see what they can work with you on.
I don't have a defense attorney.
You will in the morning, first thing in the morning. You'll be issued a public defender first thing in the morning, and you'll have one.
I just want to go to jail right now. I don't want to sit in here.
Well, we're working on that. Unfortunately, we've got a lot of patrol units tied up right now chasing hoes out, so as soon as we can catch him or get some people freed up, we'll be getting you out of here, okay?
Good luck catching him.
I think we'll get him.
Alexandra Schreffler, she was facing up to life in prison for her part in Colton Shearer's death. Today, a judge sentenced her to 15 years in prison.